5 young Somali men out playing basketball decide to head to mosque for prayers. Encounter a man cursing their religion who opens fire through a car window. It happened where? In Minnesota, as people were spilling out of Dinkytown bars. Now that story will get a much wider audience through the Al Jazeera network.
I tell him, why would you say such a thing? And he says, puts his head down into the window and says, I said, F Muslims, what are you going to do about it? Like, he was trying to provoke us, basically.
So he said, F Muslims, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
It's been nearly 2 years, but the memories are still vivid for Abdirahman Hassan.
I looked, I was like, what is that? And I realized it was a gun. Then, my eyes lit up with fear. And then I lost my composure. I was freaking out. A lot of thoughts going to my head. Am I really going to die? Is this how I really end? Why?
As Hassan drove away from that Dinkytown intersection, bullets struck 2 of his passengers.
Just like a war zone. Just hear a lot of bullets going to the car. And then I hear a bullet go right past my head. I hear my friend in the back saying, oh my God, I'm shot. I'm shot. Bro, I'm shot. Help me.
The story of what happened to Hassan and 4 of his friends in Dinkytown back in June of 2016 are now part of an Al Jazeera documentary about Islamophobia in America.
The Minnesota story of these young men was one of those stories they were interested in. And while they were here, another story developed, which is the story of the mosque being bombed. So those 2 stories became a feature in this documentary.
For Jelani Hussein of the Council on American Islamic Relations in Minnesota, Al Jazeera's efforts to shine a light on this brand of hatred may help people leave the sidelines and come to the defense of their Muslim neighbors.
A lot of people are not aware that, first of all, this is actually happening in the United States of America. In fact, it's not just average people, it's organizations who are mobilizing people to produce this hate, this acts of violence. Why did 3 men from Illinois drive so far and pass so many mosques to come and bomb a mosque in Bloomington?
The judge cited Islamophobia as a motive.
The documentary also points out that police arrested the gunman, Anthony Sowina, 3 weeks later. The jury didn't buy his self-defense claim. Sowina was eventually convicted of 9 counts and sentenced to 39 years in prison. So how did you feel when the jury came back with that verdict?
I was elated, man. Finally a relief, justice was served. I was like, yes.
Abdirahman told us that he still has nightmares, the other victims still do, and a lot of them still aren't even willing to talk to us because they're still very distraught about it. Now, the man who was convicted in that case is appealing. We will be right back.